Hey everyone! Today we're diving into one of the most epic debates in the Monsterverse. Nuclear Godzilla versus Shimu. Who is more powerful? This is a topic that has been heating up ever since Shimu was introduced as one of Godzilla's most formidable foes. So grab your popcorn, sit back, and let's break down everything we know about these two titans to determine who truly reigns supreme. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's introduce our contenders. On one side, we have Nuclear Godzilla, the king of the monsters himself, a being who has evolved and adapted over millions of years to become Earth's ultimate protector. On the other side, we have Shimu, a mysterious and ancient entity with powers that rival even Godzilla's. Shimu's origins and abilities have been shrouded in mystery, but one thing is clear: this titan is not to be underestimated. Let's start with Godzilla, the titan we all know and love. Nuclear Godzilla is the result of Godzilla absorbing an immense amount of radiation, either from natural sources like underwater nuclear reactors or from direct exposure to nuclear weapons. This form amplifies his already incredible powers, making him nearly unstoppable. Nuclear Godzilla, as the name suggests, uses nuclear radiation to power himself. This radiation not only fuels his immense physical strength and durability, but also allows him to unleash devastating attacks. One of his most iconic abilities is the atomic breath, a concentrated beam of nuclear energy that can level entire cities in seconds. This move is so powerful that it can pierce through the thickest of armors and deliver catastrophic damage to his enemies. Throughout the Monsterverse, we've seen Godzilla use his atomic breath to defeat massive threats like King Ghidorah, Mothra, and Kong. Strengths of Nuclear Godzilla. Atomic breath, Godzilla's signature move. His atomic breath becomes even more devastating in his nuclear form. The beam is hotter, more concentrated, and capable of cutting through almost anything in its path. Durability. Godzilla's thick, scaly hide is already nearly impenetrable, but in his nuclear form, his durability reaches new heights. He can withstand extreme temperatures, powerful physical attacks, and even direct hits from missiles. Regeneration. One of Godzilla's most underrated abilities is his regenerative healing factor. In his nuclear form, this ability is enhanced, allowing him to recover from injuries at an accelerated rate. Strength. Godzilla's physical strength is unmatched. He can lift and throw other titans with ease, and his tail swipe is powerful enough to level entire city blocks. Intelligence. Godzilla is not just a mindless beast. He's a highly intelligent being with millions of years of experience in combat. He can strategize and adapt to his opponent's weaknesses. Weaknesses of Nuclear Godzilla: overheating. While his nuclear form grants him immense power, it also puts a strain on his body. If pushed too far, Godzilla can overheat, which could leave him vulnerable. Energy drain. Using his atomic breath and other nuclear abilities consumes a lot of energy. If Godzilla expends too much energy, he may need to retreat to recharge. Now let's talk about Shimu. Shimu is a relatively new addition to the Monsterverse, but this titan has quickly made a name for itself as one of Godzilla's most dangerous opponents. Shimu's origins are still a mystery, but some theories suggest that it may be an ancient rival of Godzilla, possibly even older than the king of the monsters himself. Shimu's appearance is nothing short of terrifying, with his sleek dark form and glowing eyes, giving him an almost otherworldly presence. His body is covered in thick armored scales, and his sheer size is mind-boggling. What makes Shimu such a dangerous adversary is not only his monstrous physical size, but also his ability to control the environment around him. He can manipulate the ocean, creating devastating tidal waves and currents that can drown cities and overwhelm entire fleets of military forces. In addition to his environmental manipulation, Shimu has shown incredible physical strength. His massive tail can obliterate buildings with a single swipe, and his body can generate seismic shockwaves that disrupt the very ground beneath him. What makes Shimu especially dangerous is his mysterious biological radiation, which seems to have some kind of connection to ancient powers beyond human understanding. Strengths of Shimu. Cryogenic abilities. Shimu's most notable ability is its control over ice and cold. It can freeze entire landscapes in seconds, creating massive ice structures to use as weapons or shields. Flight. Unlike Godzilla, Shimu has the ability to fly, giving it a significant advantage in mobility and allowing it to attack from the air. Energy manipulation. Shimu can manipulate energy in ways that are still not fully understood. It can create energy blasts, shields, and even disrupt Godzilla's atomic breath. Size and strength. Shimu is massive, possibly even larger than Godzilla. Its physical strength is on par with the king of the monsters, and its claws and teeth are razor sharp. Intelligence. Like Godzilla, Shimu is highly intelligent. It's a cunning opponent that can outmaneuver and outthink its enemies. Weaknesses of Shimu. Vulnerability to heat. While Shimu's cryogenic abilities are powerful, they may be less effective against a titan like Godzilla, who thrives in high-temperature environments. Energy dependency. Shimu's energy manipulation abilities require a lot of power. If it expends too much energy, it may need to retreat to recover. Overconfidence. Shimu's intelligence and power may lead to overconfidence, which could be exploited by a skilled opponent like Godzilla. Now that we've broken down the strengths and weaknesses of both titans, let's compare them head-to-head in various categories to see who comes out on top. Both Godzilla and Shimu are incredibly strong, but Godzilla's nuclear form gives him a slight edge. His ability to lift and throw other titans with ease, combined with his powerful tail swipe, makes him a formidable physical opponent. Shimu is no slouch in this department, but it may struggle to match Godzilla's raw power. Godzilla's thick hide and regenerative abilities make him incredibly durable, especially in his nuclear form. Shimu's icy armor provides some protection, but it may not be enough to withstand Godzilla's relentless attacks. Godzilla's atomic breath is one of the most powerful attacks in the Monsterverse, and in his nuclear form, it's even more devastating. Shimu's energy manipulation abilities are impressive, but they may not be enough to counter Godzilla's atomic breath. Shimu's ability to fly gives it a significant advantage in mobility. Godzilla is limited to land and water, which could make it difficult for him to keep up with Shimu's aerial attacks. Both titans are highly intelligent, but Godzilla's millions of years of experience give him a slight edge in strategy and adaptability. Shimu is cunning, but it may not be able to outthink the king of the monsters. Godzilla thrives in high-temperature environments, which could counter Shimu's cryogenic abilities. Shimu, on the other hand, may struggle in hot environments, making it less adaptable than Godzilla. Let's imagine a hypothetical battle between nuclear Godzilla and Shimu. The fight takes place in a city, giving both titans plenty of terrain to use to their advantage. The battle begins with Shimu taking to the air, using its cryogenic abilities to freeze the city below. Godzilla responds with a powerful atomic breath, melting the ice and forcing Shimu to land. The two titans engage in a brutal physical fight, with Godzilla using his strength and tail swipe to gain the upper hand. Shimu retaliates with energy blasts, but Godzilla's durability allows him to withstand the attacks. Godzilla counters with another atomic breath, this time hitting Shimu directly. The blast causes significant damage, but Shimu's icy armor absorbs some of the impact. Shimu takes to the air again, using its mobility to outmaneuver Godzilla. It creates massive ice structures to trap Godzilla, but the king of the monsters breaks free with a powerful roar and another atomic breath. The battle reaches its climax as both titans unleash their full power. Shimu's energy manipulation abilities clash with Godzilla's atomic breath, creating a massive explosion. In the end, Godzilla's durability and raw power prove too much for Shimu, and the ancient titan is forced to retreat. After breaking down the strengths and weaknesses of both titans, it's clear that nuclear Godzilla has the edge in most categories. His durability, strength, and atomic breath make him a nearly unstoppable force, while Shimu's cryogenic abilities and mobility, while impressive, may not be enough to overcome the king of the monsters. That being said, Shimu is still a formidable opponent, and in a different environment or under different circumstances, the outcome could be different. But as it stands, nuclear Godzilla remains the most powerful titan in the Monsterverse. What do you think? Do you agree that nuclear Godzilla is more powerful than Shimu? Or do you think Shimu has what it takes to dethrone the king of the monsters? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more epic Monsterverse content. Until next time, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next video.